Hello everybody, welcome back to Big B's Box Openings and More. Got the third box of Ultimate Masters I'm going to open. First box was pretty good, second box was excellent. Pretty excited to get this one opened up. So let's get started. The box topper. So what do you guys think of the set so far? Me, I think it's kind of everything we were hoping for. Pretty thankful that I'm able to do this. Remember when I first started playing Magic, I was about 14 years old and I did not have this kind of money, and I know there's a lot of people that play that can't afford this either. So this one's for you guys. Hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. Let's slide these just to right here. Yeah. Actually, I first started, I think I was 13, but 14 I started sacking groceries at the local grocery store. And by the time 16 came around, I was making, I think, $5.25 an hour. Foil Crusher and Daybreak Coronet. So I remember I'd work 2 weeks part-time and bring in 300 350 over that time frame. So another day with some old friends doing a booster draft, and I was thinking, you know, I wish back in the day when I started playing, which had been about 95, another foil generator Savant and a Gaddock Teague, that I wish I had more money, because back in the day Lotuses were 300 bucks, Moxes were a bill, maybe bill 50. Most of Power 9 around 100 bucks or so, depending. And they were available. First started at my local gaming store. Revised came through every once in a while, but I never really caught it. Ooh, a foil Murderous Redcap. So I didn't really get to enjoy opening any of the old school boosters. First set I started spending money was on Ice Age, which, as we know, not a lot of good stuff in that these days. Jester's Cap was a big card. I think they were 25 bucks at the top. And then you had, you know, your big cards were, you know, Royal Assassin. Those were $10 cards. Sheevan Dragons, they got up to about 20 at one point. You know, and this was back in the day when the Scry magazine was your point of reference for price. Foil Souls Fire. Woodfall Primus. Lava Spike with a magma on it. So those were kind of the good old days. A lot's changed since then. The game's changed a lot. Some for the better and some for not the better. Ronom Unicorn. Ooh, another Noble Hierarch for me. That's one in every box. I didn't own any. I think I sold the one from the original set for maybe $10 to $20 tops. And got a little Angel Commander deck that's bank colored, and I might put that in instead of the Mana Birds. One of the coolest cards back in the day that I saw, I was not really ever able to get my hands on, but there was a box, I believe, of 4th edition that was open at my local gaming store, and all the green rares were misprinted where the green was actually blue. So kind of like, I can't remember the card, I think it was the Freets that were green but had kind of a blue border to them. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I did see a Force of Nature, and it was like a light blue revised type border color, and it was a misprint. I would have loved to get my hands on a Mana Birds. Now over the time when Magic started really putting out a lot of sets all the time, I did get out of Magic for a while, so I sold most of my collection, gave some of my cards to my dad, and got lucky. He held on to them, and I got back in and gave them back to me. And back in the day, when I used to do trades, I was pretty heavy in Tempest. I had about 20 Curse Scrolls when they first came out, pre-release. I just kind of had my eye on them and traded for them, and I got out there almost worth 15-20 bucks a piece. Foil Treasure Cruise. That's not too shabby. Kind of see the foil there. But when I do a trade, a lot of times, I'd go through what they got. I'd pull out their Wastelands, and kind of as an extra, they were maybe $1 or so at the time. I'd have them throw in, and so when I got my cards back, I had about 4 play sets of Wastelands, and they were going for about 50 bucks a piece at the time. So I sold most of those because back when you can get them for $1, now they're 50. I'm thinking I got to cash in on this deal. Repel the Darkness and Spoils from the Vault. Had some pretty crazy trades over the days. Because again, there's just a lot of people that didn't know the price point, and it was just kind of a friendly deal, like, oh, you want this card? And, I'll do that because I want this card, and not necessarily based on value. Foil Ether Snipe, Sublime Archangel. So I had a lot of trading over the years for, imprint standard cards for back in the day what was called Type 1, Alpha, Beta, and Limited. That would be frowned upon on these days, but it was different back then. Foil Opal Snout. Oh, I thought that was a Lily, even though I'm not sure if Lily has that same border. But Urborg, I don't have any of those, I don't believe. We haven't had any Mythic Bones yet, so maybe we got a foily one coming. Maybe we just got some good. Foil Prey Upon. I called it, but it was definitely not something good. But it is a mythic, I suppose. Your life total can't change. I hadn't seen that one. That's interesting. So I don't go to a lot of tournaments anymore, or FNM really. I kind of play Magic Arena right now. kind of what I'm doing. Might get back to the swing of things. When I was 16, for a while there, I was ranked #1 in the state. Forgot what they called it. Unholy Hunger. That looks pretty crazy. You get the glowing angel type demon in the back. Bear Blossom. That's good. 2 mythics in a row. I sold one of these from, I think it was Lorwyn. So I haven't had them since the set was out. So they used to do I think it was called Summer Magic. There's another foil Twins of Mara for me. Gosh, 3 mythics in a row. I had to say some, but they just haven't been. Bitter Blossom was okay. Can't complain, but yeah, look at 3 mythics in a row. Maybe we got some kind of crazy mythic god box starting up here. Not gonna hold my breath. But yeah, back when I was 16, maybe 17. Inquest, I think it's called Summer Magic. You could, if you won your local store, you get your picture. I want to find that Inquest because, you know, I was really wet behind the ears and was holding a set of Lotuses and Moxes, albeit CE, just for fun. Another Phyrexian Tower. I hadn't opened one of those out. This is the first one in my 3rd box. Kind of nice. If you're watching this video and you got some Inquest, I'd be sure to leave me a message or something. Me and my little brother, his YouTube channel is Gamer Treasures. We went to Worlds in Florida back in I was 16, so probably been 98, 99, and Richard Garfield was there doing signings. And I got in this huge long line, Grave Scrabbler. And we finally get to him. I think I was in line for at least an hour. And we all had blank cards, and I was young and not really thinking, and he was just kind of making cards to whatever you wanted. So if you wanted the dragon, he'd kind of sketch out a dragon, power and toughness. I got up there, and he's like, "What do you want made?" And had 150 kids behind me, breathing on me and all that stuff. So I said, told him, I'm not real creative, you're kind of creative one. So he made me a card, it's called Wheels of Speed. It's a Richard Garfield type card. In hindsight, if I'd have been maybe a little wiser, I probably stepped back in line and thought about it and maybe had him do like a blacker type Lotus or some kind of card. But it's still cool. I still got a handmade Richard Garfield card. Well, boys and girls, this has not been the best box for me. It hasn't been terrible. I think with these boxes and the box topper, that could just make or break your box by itself as far as getting your value back. Hero of... Yes. That guy. Oh, back to the basics. Don't know if I pulled one of those yet. That's kind of nice. Definitely can hose some people in some of my group commander games with that. Because I don't have a bunch of duels anymore. I used to have a play set of 4 of each of them. And then someone decided they needed the cards more than me. And that's the first time I got out of Magic. Because I put a lot of time and effort and got all my money cards stolen. I had a couple Gauntlets of Might. Rated Berserk I was signed. I mean, nothing. I never really got into Power 9 because at the time it just was too much money for you know, a kid working part-time making $5.25 an hour. Ancestors Chosen. Pretty cool looking foil right there. Eldrazi Conscription. I don't like the pace of this box. We need to change it up. So here we go. Box topper, straight out of the box. Hoping for the best. Haven't pulled any crazy box toppers yet, but I haven't got any bad ones, I don't think. So wait for it. Can you see it off the reflection? No, not really. And here it goes. Oh my god. I think that's... Did I already pull one of these out of my other two boxes? I would have to look. Yes, I did. So I now have 2 of these out of 3 boxes. That's kind of sad to me because, I don't know, I like collecting stuff. Alright, we still got some hope left in these though. Not like that though. Maelstrom Pulse. Two packs left. This has been probably the least of the boxes I've opened as far as value, but it can all change in one pack. Canker Abomination. Oh my gosh, this is dog poo, ladies and gentlemen. Lastly, to save this kind of dud box, but you can't win them all. A foil gamble and a summoner. That's kind of poopy magoo. Let's see what we end up pulling. Foils. So Bellfire, it's hard to win with that. Bitter Blossom, Empyrean. Yeah, those were my only mythics. But all in all, it still wasn't terrible, but definitely not the best box I opened yet. Well, wish you guys a Merry Christmas. It's December 11th at the time of this recording, so if you like it, please like, subscribe. I might start doing some other content, maybe some video game streaming. I play PS4, do a little Battlefield 5 right now. Possibly start doing some MTG Arena to see what happens. It's just kind of for fun. I'm not trying to make a living off of it or get tons of subscribers, but if people like my content or just want to have a discussion, have questions, I'd always be glad to answer them. Until then, you guys enjoy and have fun.